We have Johnny Holliday here, has broadcasted more than 1,200 games for the Terps. It was announced today that Big Ten football is back. When you first heard this, what was your initial reaction to the news?
I think relief, number one, happiness, number two, over the top, number three. I've missed football like everybody else has. But I can understand certainly the resistance by the Big Ten and all the medical people about making sure the players, support staff, coaches, administrators, everybody's safe. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the most important thing right now. I'm happy for the players. I'm happy for the fans. I'm happy for all the schools and the administrators who I'm sure work long and hard hours, putting in numerous hours trying to figure out how can we do this safely and how can we do it successfully. So I think it's only a matter of time now to see if it's all going to work. And I think we're all doing this, keeping our fingers crossed.
Oh, I know. I mean, everything is just so up in the air due to the pandemic. Yeah. And it's funny, Michigan and Michigan State, their chancellors or their presidents are health officials. So they were
medical guys,
they're medical guys. So it was interesting to see their point of view. And now they've come back to, okay, we can play football. Do you think it was due to the rapid testing being able to be performed each day for these players and coaches?
Well, I'm not in the medical field, Olivia. I hope so. I know that they've worked long and hard to figure this thing out. I don't think they would take even the slightest chance of putting the players and the support staff at risk if they weren't sure, absolutely certain it's going to work. But, one or two people can violate the system, and then all of a sudden you're back to ground zero and point A again. You have to start all over again. And I think that's the biggest problem right now. Will people follow the guidelines that this task force has put together that they have to do? They're going to be tested here, tested there, and if they don't follow the guidelines, then we're not going to be successful. But I think most players want to play. The coaches want to play. Certainly the fans can't wait to get out there and to watch whatever they're going to be watching or listening, because in Maryland there's going to be no fans in the stands. And that's good.
Yeah, and that has to do with the NFL too. I mean, at least some NFL teams are able to have it, but it might be okay for the first couple of games to not have those fans there and keep them safe. It was announced LSU has had a little bit of a breakout, and we just hope that doesn't happen for Maryland. And speaking of Maryland, you know this team well. You covered this team for so long. How do you think these players reacted this morning to this news?
Well, I was out to College Park today. And I was in the parking lot, and some guys went by. I'm not sure who they were because they had masks on, so you can't really tell, But they were ecstatic. They just couldn't wait to get back in there. And guys have been working out on their own, practicing. And Maryland's had some practices before. Then, of course, after shutting things down, I don't think it's going to take them long to get back into shape. You've still got a month to be able to play that first game. And they're 18, 19.
We know they were practicing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh, we know.
And they're all young guys, and they're all focused. And it's up to them, really. The administrators and the medical people have done what they have to do. They've set things up. Now it's up to you players to abide by those, and let's go play.
Absolutely. And they're about to play October 24th. All of us are going to be in front of our TVs watching the Terps play football. Do you think, though, that this season will have a safe ending? Do you think they will absolutely be able to play in those 8 weeks that are set up?
Olivia, I think it's going to be week by week. I think if you get past that first week and there's no problems, and guys will look back and say, okay, here's what we did. Let's do exactly the same thing in week number 2, week number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 8 games is not a lot of games. Normally going to play 10, 11, or 12 football games. So it's going to be so unusual, something that nobody's ever gone through. It'll be interesting when Maryland goes on the road to play and when they play here in College Park. We don't know who that first opponent's going to be. The Big Ten has not yet released that part of the schedule yet. But I think it's going to be a week-to-week process to see how it goes week by week. And as I said earlier, just kind of hope for the best and, shoot for the stars and be thankful at least you have the opportunity of playing football. That's the most important part.
Yeah, because a week ago, I mean, this Big Ten conference has had us on our toes for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
I mean, we just didn't know, but now we know it's a concrete decision, and there will be Big Ten football this season. Johnny, thank you so much for joining us.
Olivia, thank you. Welcome to Washington.
Thank you. I'm loving it already.
Thank you very much.
Covering Amazon this morning, and listen closely if you are looking for work.
Some good news for you. The company is ramping up expansion, and that means a need for workers. And today it's holding a big career fair. Good Morning Washington's John Gonzalez is live in Arlington with details on how you can apply. John?
Ashley, this is Amazon's largest number of job openings offered at one time. And take a look, we're live in Crystal City. This is what the construction site looks like for H2Q. And so why is the Seattle-based company prospering so much during this pandemic? Well, American families have turned to Amazon perhaps more than ever before, offering groceries and supplies during this critical time, helping the company bring in record revenue and profits between April and June. And now they're able to hire a lot of people. Ardeen Williams joined us at the top of the hour. She's live with us again. Ardeen, tell me about this career day. It starts at noon today. How's it work? You're looking to fill 33,000 corporate and tech jobs, I understand.
33,000 corporate tech jobs and 100,000 jobs in our logistics network. And these are great jobs that offer $15 minimum wage, benefits from day one, and access to our upskilling program. So really a wide variety of jobs. Career Day, you go to amazon.jobs/career day. There'll be content for folks on resume tips, building your personal brand. And again, on the center stage, two folks you may recognize, Karamo Brown, who's a life coach, and former professional football player and retired astronaut Leland Melvin. And both of these gentlemen have experienced significant personal and professional transitions and have inspiring stories to tell.
And if you could tell us a little bit about the upskill program, what's that all about?
So Amazon committed last year, we're investing $700 million to upskill our employees. And it's a broad range of programs from our machine learning university, which provides graduate level technical skills, Amazon Technical Academy, which provides software development experience for non-technical employees. We have 10 registered DOL apprenticeship programs in tech fields, and Career Choice, which is our tuition program that provides training for in-demand jobs in the local community that pay more than Amazon does and puts our hourly workers on a career path.
Ardeen, thank you so much for all that information. Very helpful for our viewers. And even if you don't want a job with Amazon, Ardeen wants you to work for Amazon. But you can join the Career Day today to talk to a recruiter about your resume and interviewing skills.